Jungkook has drawn widespread praise for demonstrating a rare blend of skill, adaptability, and star power that resonates far beyond his origins in BTS. One of the most frequently mentioned attributes is his vocal versatility. Jungkook's ability to move seamlessly across genres, ballads, R&B, EDM, funk pop, and even UK garage, has drawn the attention of vocal coaches and music producers globally. Industry professionals note that his control, tone, and natural musicality allow him to sing complex melodies with apparent ease. His live performances remain consistent and are often enhanced with subtle vocal improvisations, a sign of artistic maturity rather than mere technical training, according to Grammy-winning producer Andrew Watt, who worked on Jungkook's solo material. He brings an emotional range and a kind of vocal sincerity that's very rare in pop music. He's not just hitting the right notes. He knows how to shape a phrase, how to make a lyric land emotionally even in a language that may not be his listeners' first. Jungkook's talent is often described as global ready, not just because of language, but due to his intuitive musical phrasing and genre fluency. His transition into English language tracks felt authentic rather than forced. Critics from outlets like Rolling Stone and Pitchfork have noted that his delivery is natural and polished, allowing him to integrate seamlessly into mainstream Western pop without losing his original musical identity. Beyond vocals, Jungkook's performance ability continues to earn industry recognition. Choreographers and stage directors praise his dance technique, which combines sharp execution with fluid movement. His stage presence, described as intense but controlled, is seen as a major reason for his successful solo performances, both in studio and live settings. This is not surprising, as Jungkook trained under some of the best performance teams in Korea for years under HYB's rigorous development system. However, what makes him stand out is not just skill, but consistency. Unlike many artists who may excel in one format but falter in others, Jungkook has demonstrated reliability across multiple platforms: live stages, music shows, interviews, press conferences, brand campaigns, and social media. This consistency makes him highly attractive not only to fans but also to corporate partners and international media. His branding and image management also attract attention from marketing professionals. Jungkook's image has evolved from the golden magne of BTS to an independent artist with global appeal. According to branding experts, this evolution has been gradual, intentional, and well-managed. His Calvin Klein campaign, for example, was not simply a fashion endorsement. It was a statement of his matured personal brand. Fashion analysts and advertisers point out that Jungkook has successfully positioned himself as both a pop star and a cultural icon, appealing to multiple demographics. One aspect often highlighted by music journalists is Jungkook's ability to navigate dual identities, being a product of the K-pop system while also functioning as an autonomous pop artist. This is not an easy balance to strike. K-pop idols are often heavily managed, and breaking into the global pop world usually requires reinvention. Jungkook, however, has managed to retain the discipline and work ethic of K-pop while adopting the creative freedom and individualism associated with Western pop stars. Music critic Kim Sung-hee, writing for Korea's Jongong Ilbo, explained, "What sets Jungkook apart is that he didn't have to completely detach from BTS or K-pop to gain credibility as a soloist. He redefined what it means to be a global K-pop artist by adapting selectively, choosing what to keep and what to evolve." Western media outlets have echoed similar sentiments. Billboard published a feature article titled, "Jungkook isn't just a BTS member, he's building a solo empire," in which editors analyzed his strategic collaborations, international streaming numbers, and branding choices. The article concluded that Jungkook represents a new era of K-pop, where individual members can build self-sustaining global careers without disbanding or distancing themselves from their groups. A significant talking point among executives and producers is Jungkook's work ethic. Reports from producers involved in his solo projects describe him as highly focused, collaborative, and meticulous. According to internal interviews, Jungkook frequently stays in the studio for extended sessions, personally reviews mixes, and contributes ideas for arrangements and visual concepts. This level of involvement sets him apart from artists who rely solely on teams to shape their sound and image. Moreover, industry insiders point out that Jungkook's collaborations have been strategically meaningful rather than opportunistic. Featuring artists like Latto and Jack Harlow added genre credibility and U.S. market familiarity. These collaborations weren't random pairings. They were genre-aligned choices that served clear promotional and artistic purposes. As a result, critics have praised Jungkook for understanding not only music, but music as a business. His commercial performance is another reason industry experts are taking note. Data analysts at Luminate and Spotify report that Jungkook's engagement metrics, repeat streaming, skip rate, playlist saves, are on par with top-tier Western artists. These metrics suggest that his music is not just being streamed out of fandom loyalty, but because listeners genuinely enjoy and return to his work. Perhaps most notably, Jungkook's solo career has prompted discussions within the music industry about evolving models of idol development. A&R teams at other labels are reportedly studying HYB's rollout of his solo work as a case study in international market penetration. His career may influence how entertainment companies approach trainee development, branding, and global expansion for future K-pop idols. Even music award judges have taken notice. While Jungkook has yet to receive a Grammy nomination as a soloist, his presence in For Your Consideration shortlists and industry predictions indicate growing respect. Music voters and award panels often evaluate not just numbers, but artistic growth, vocal performance, and cultural impact. Jungkook's trajectory is increasingly aligning with these expectations. To summarize, Jungkook stands out not only for his talent, but because of how that talent has been developed, presented, and sustained. He has earned the respect of music professionals across disciplines: vocal coaching, choreography, songwriting, production, marketing, and criticism. In doing so, he's not just succeeding as a soloist, he's raising the standard for what solo success looks like in the post-group K-pop era. Jungkook's solo work is no longer viewed as a side project of a BTS member. It's now considered a viable, long-term career path, built on strategic decisions, artistic merit, and global execution. As industry observers continue to watch his next moves, the consensus is increasingly clear. Jungkook is not just a product of a successful group. He is an industry leader in his own right. Beyond music, Jungkook's solo journey has evolved into a multi-dimensional business success story, one that spans record label strategy, brand sponsorships, international licensing, and market expansion. While artistic performance remains the focal point, the structure supporting his solo career is firmly rooted in a sophisticated business model that is reshaping the K-pop industry's approach to global solo acts. At the core of this business ecosystem is HYB Corporation, formerly Big Hit Entertainment. As the parent company of BTS and Jungkook's managing agency, HYB has been a major force in transforming K-pop into a scalable global product. The company's operational model is not limited to artist training and music production. It includes technology development, merchandising, fan platform management, and IP, intellectual property, expansion. For Jungkook's solo rollout, HYB partnered with Geffen Records, a division of Universal Music Group, UMG, for international distribution. This alliance allowed Jungkook's solo releases to be promoted and distributed across major global markets with the same efficiency as mainstream Western artists. Through this partnership, his music reached U.S. radio stations, editorial playlists, press networks, and streaming algorithms typically reserved for major English-language acts. The Geffen partnership also brought additional promotional muscle in key markets like Europe, Latin America, and Australia. Localized campaigns were launched with subtitled content, platform-specific graphics, and strategic release times to ensure time zone-optimized engagement. These global distribution channels were critical in achieving Billboard Hot 100 success and Spotify's global top 10 placements. Another major aspect of Jungkook's solo business model is his brand power. As a high-profile endorser, Jungkook commands partnerships with major global brands. His appointment as a Calvin Klein global ambassador marked one of the most notable fashion collaborations in recent years. The campaign featured him in a modern, edgy concept that reached audiences far beyond K-pop fans, trending on fashion blogs, Reddit forums, and mainstream news outlets. According to Calvin Klein's parent company, PVH Corp., Jungkook's campaign led to a significant spike in both online engagement and product sales. Regional sales reports from Southeast Asia, Japan, and the US saw measurable increases following the campaign's release. Industry analysts attribute this not only to Jungkook's visual appeal but also to his multi-market recognizability. Beyond fashion, Jungkook's influence extends to cosmetics, beverages, and lifestyle brands. Although he has been selective with endorsements, each one has carried strategic value. Whether appearing in skincare product launches in Korea or as part of curated pop-ups in Tokyo, these collaborations amplify his presence while reinforcing brand alignment with youth, globalism, and aspirational aesthetics. And the K-pop world, artist-led business ventures are growing. Jungkook's name and likeness are now part of a monetizable brand that includes official merchandise, collectible albums, digital assets, and more. One of the most innovative aspects of HYB's strategy is its proprietary fan platform, Weverse, which serves as a centralized ecosystem for fan engagement, content delivery, and commerce on Weverse. Jungkook's solo content, behind-the-scenes videos, rehearsal footage, exclusive photos, live streams, and artist messages is monetized directly. Fans purchase digital subscriptions, merchandise, and even event access via this closed platform, creating a sustainable, fan-first economic model. This closed-loop revenue stream benefits both the artist and the company by retaining full control of IP and data analytics. Weverse Shop also handles international shipping, language translation, and digital customer service, allowing Jungkook to sell to fans in over 200 countries. This scalability has helped convert his global appeal into measurable revenue, even during periods when touring is not possible. On the touring side, speculation continues around the possibility of a full-scale Jungkook solo world tour. While no official announcements had been made at the time of writing, HYB has not ruled out solo tours for BTS members. Industry insiders suggest that based on streaming data, merchandise demand, and social media insights, a solo tour could be viable in major cities such as Seoul, Tokyo, Los Angeles, London, Bangkok, and Sao Paulo. A potential solo tour would also open new revenue channels: ticket sales, VIP experiences, tour-exclusive merchandise, and branded partnerships with local sponsors. It would also further reinforce Jungkook's presence as an independent live performer, enhancing his brand value in both musical and commercial dimensions. Licensing is another expanding aspect of Jungkook's business profile. His solo tracks have already appeared in international television segments, promotional campaigns, and influencer content. Music licensing deals, whether for commercials, background scores, or digital ads, provide recurring passive revenue while simultaneously exposing the music to new audiences. In terms of digital innovation, HYB has invested in non-fungible tokens, NFTs, AI-generated content, and virtual fan experiences, all of which may become part of Jungkook's long-term solo expansion. The company's future-facing strategy positions its artists as not just performers, but multimedia brands operating in hybrid digital and physical spaces. There is also a growing interest in documentary-style content. Similar to BTS's Break the Silence and Burn the Stage, a solo docuseries focused on Jungkook's creative process, rehearsal routines, and travel could serve as another business avenue. This format is highly consumable on platforms like Netflix, Disney Plus, or Amazon Prime, and can double as both storytelling and branding. From an investment standpoint, Jungkook's solo career adds value not only to HYB's balance sheet, but also to investor confidence. Financial analysts frequently cite his impact in quarterly reports, attributing sales spikes and stock performance partially to his activities. In the 2025 Q1 earnings call, HYB executives highlighted Jungkook's solo releases as a leading contributor to digital music revenue growth. Additionally, Jungkook's IP value extends into long-term brand equity. His likeness, voice, and musical works are protected assets that can be repurposed in future ventures, animated content, global campaigns, or museum-style experiences such as pop-up exhibitions. HYB's ability to manage and scale this intellectual property is a critical factor in maintaining relevance and profitability. It's important to note that this business success is the result of a carefully coordinated structure between artist, label, and market. Jungkook's role is not just to perform but also to participate in concept discussions, brand reviews, and promotional planning. His input into visuals, music selection, and public image ensures that the final product reflects both personal integrity and market appeal. In summary, Jungkook's solo brand has matured into a powerful business entity supported by strategic partnerships, digital infrastructure, global distribution, and brand loyalty. From fashion endorsements and streaming royalties to potential world tours and intellectual property development, every component of his solo career contributes to a larger ecosystem. It's no longer just about selling albums. It's about building a long-term, diversified, and sustainable global business model around a singular artist.